Welcome to another IndieX 2025 game sessions day. I am OneRing. I'll be your host for the first game in this session, which is going to be a very fun game, Revolt Survivors by Upright Games. Today I have to help me Asphodel, helping me out here on the game, and I'm joined also by Felix, CEO of Upright Games, and David, creative producers. So welcome, thank you so much for being here today. I am very happy about this, and I want, before we head into the game, before all of that, I want to kick off by talking a little bit about your role within Uprights and what is, starting with you, Felix, what is, as the CEO, what is your vision for Upright Games? Briefly, nothing too...
So actually, there in the tumultuous times that the games industry is in, we're actually not Upright Games anymore, which we were last year. We're Team Warriors.
Okay.
And but everything else was correct. So I'm the CEO and producer, and now we are 3 people with Dave and Yannick, our programmer, who's not here. And so with only 3 people, a lot of stuff is left over between design and code, of art and localization. And of course, I'm involved in all the design, but mostly I'm doing the paperwork stuff.
So not so fun stuff.
So for the game development, the least fun stuff and the least important stuff. So it's good that Dave is here with me, because going deeper into the design discussions, he can help a lot there.
All right.
He has more the vision for that.
Then I would like to hear a little bit about your role, David, in that specific part.
Sure. So I'm basically the game designer of the game. So right from the start, I was the one who tuned the battle. I was the one who is kind of responsible for the multiplayer design. Multiplayer was very important for us, the tuning for multiplayer, and the early decision to basically cover multiplayer, which a lot of the other Survivors-like games don't really do, which was very challenging to basically get it down in a way that doesn't interrupt the playing constantly. Because a lot of the other games do that, where they give you level ups and there's a lot of pausing. So yeah, my job is tuning that. But now that we're only three people left in the company, I had to basically broaden the kind of things I do. So now I also have to do VFX, I have to do SFX sometimes, I do the localization, I've had to do shaders. It's been challenging and very interesting and a lot of fun, but also very terrifying. So that's what I'm doing.
I can imagine, because you also you're aiming to create very fun games that you have fun playing, but also developing. Now, I want to challenge, as we head into the game, to give me an elevator pitch of Revolt Survivors. Just in one sentence, how would you describe the game?
Ultra streamlined, multiplayer, Survivors-like.
Okay.
It's not even a proper sentence, so even shorter than a sentence.
That is a sentence. Oh no, it's not a sentence. It's half a sentence. True. Yeah. I think that's really the gist of it. Yeah.
Okay. So let's jump straight into the game. I'm going to play here with Asphodel, which is going to be fun. I don't have that big of a progression here. Just a couple of hours, and I've already bought a little bit about the upgrades on the blacksmith. But I wanted to start off by asking you, where did you get the inspiration for this game?
So yeah, I mean, game design wise, of course, it's strongly inspired by Vampire Survivors and all the following Survivors likes that are all inspired by each other. For the product itself, the idea was really triggered when Deep Rock Galactic Survivor came out, because we saw, okay, we have an IP with Royal Revolt, we have a world, we have characters that also can make up for for a more 3D, visually intensive and impressive 3D survivors-like game. So the combination of these high-quality graphics with the survivors-like gameplay, and then, as Dave said, he from the beginning on said, okay, let's go for the co-op. And then first we only went for local co-op, and then the decision came later in. Actually, it was pushed by our programmer, Yannick, who's not here, to also go online multiplayer. And now you can even play it online and co-op combined. So you can play 2 people or 3 people in front of a PC, and someone joins you online. So we're quite proud of the technical achievement here. Yeah, and as Dave said, it was quite challenging to marry the co-op with all this chaos that goes on in a Survivors-like. And of course, we're not at the end and perfection. That's why why we went early access last week. And we're now hard working on the game to improve that.
That is, it's very cool, because this is the first time that I'm actually playing this on multiplayer, which is one of the main things that I think it's very cool about this game. And I wanted, so because I've been playing this alone and it's been very fun, but how much of the game design, how much of all the experience was thought to be more a multiplayer experience, or how do you balance that change between multiplayer and solo player?
Yeah, that's the interesting question, that basically the most important question about the whole game for us, that we were constantly asking us. So what we did was that many characters have abilities that have a benefit if you play multiplayer. For example, Mo the Monk, who we see here right now, has an ability called Cheers that will basically make you all a little drunk and buff your damage. And that not only works for him, but it also works for all allies and even the pets of other players. Then there's Sam, who can heal other players, can also heal himself. So there's a bit of interaction there with the abilities of the warriors, first of all. That's one thing, but each of these warriors is of course perfectly playable alone, so you don't necessarily have to play multiplayer to make the most out of that character. They all just work if you play single player as well. And the next thing is that basically the upgrades you pick during a level up, you pick from the same list at the same time. So you kind of have to coordinate between players and kind of discuss what kind of builds you want to make, because a weapon can only be picked once. You can't pick it twice. If one player has it, that player has it. So you kind of have to talk to each other and coordinate it. These are the ways, how we push multiplayer.
Which is something that we haven't been doing a lot.
No, I didn't know we were sharing the same list, actually.
That's a specialty about it, and we did this on purpose. Also, some people are irritated by this in the beginning, but we did it on purpose so people have to actually in co-op strategize together. And the better you know the game, the more you start aiming for certain builds, and then you discuss, okay, if you take that, I should take that, but you still can take it if it's free. So that's a purposeful decision that everyone chooses from the same list.
And we also share the same XP bar. That's
yes,
exactly.
Yes,
you level up at the same time.
So that's the thing. If I pick up the XP
crystals,
magnet.
Yes, this XP. The scroll. It also works for him. Does that also?
Interesting point here. It was intended to be like that. It actually doesn't. It works like this. If you pick up stuff when you have the wisdom roll, the wisdom scroll, then you guys get more XP. If he picks up stuff, you don't. Was never intended like that, but we actually left it like this because it's kind of interesting. So it kind of gives you a special role. So your role is now to pick up XP.
Especially if you now find a magnet, you should be the one picking it up because it makes a massive difference then.
Ooh. Okay. And our stats are our own. So because on my meta progress, I invested a lot on the XP scroll. So now I have 27% extra.
Okay.
Then both of you
by default
will
benefit from it. Yeah.
And also, just what Dave explained earlier, when you play the monk and you trigger your ability with space, if you play with with mouse and keyboard, or you press R1 on the controller, you will buff everyone in range. Damage buff, you could try that. It's the demo,
Try it.
but it's still...
It should
Yeah,
work. There you go. Yeah,
it works,
there's the buff.
but she was too far away. I think. She
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get the buff,
Okay,
but
okay.
you have it. Yeah, and Adissa
I'm
has
not.
her- Yeah.
I always picked up the monk thing that you have, so I survive a little bit longer.
Diora,
So
Diora
this
is
is-
amazing.
So this is a little bit.
It's new experience not to have
Yes,
it now.
it
Yeah.
is a new experience not to have it. But
But you can stay in the distance and throw your black hole to keep also enemies away. I mean, you can handle them, but you can also free a passage to flee through, for example.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is how you see. That's why we weren't friends.
Yeah. I mean, I think this was the exactly my vengeance for not being my friend before.
No, you were just showing that HP isn't sure.
Oh.
Yes.
Dangerous.
Yes, that is. I should. Yeah. I will go with that.
I lose 25% of my health, current health, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
You
when
cannot die from the ability though.
So you cannot kill yourself with it, but
It used to be like that and was very frustrating.
but now you're close. So now you shouldn't take any damage, and you should get some health.
I like the
will-
aggressive play.
I will not die.
I'm trying my best to protect you.
No, even with I'm a drunken monk. I can protect myself.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm going for an extra thingy.
but I'm almost dead. It's cool.
It's fine. You don't have regen.
Not yet, right?
No.
There's a barrel.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh no!
There's a bread. There's a bread.
But it's
Kind of hard to
It's
reach.
covered in orcs now.
It's my worst kind of sandwich. It's orc sandwich.
Oh no!
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
have
yeah,
to keep on going alone.
You
No,
can resurrect
You
him.
can resurrect him.
You
If
need to
go
stay close.
Okay,
Yeah.
to stay close to him. Now I'm trying to
Yeah.
survive,
Not easy.
Yes.
and I
Yeah.
will try to.
Don't worry.
There's a barrel.
Yeah.
Does the game scale up the difficulty when two players are playing?
Yes.
Yes.
More enemy HP. The more players, the more HP they have. Also, a little bit less weapons and trinkets. Because already, if you play alone and you are maxed out, it's complete and utter mayhem. And if you multiply that with ×4, it's basically unplayable.
Yeah.
So we are reducing the weapon and trinket slots a little bit. The more players you have. And also a little bit of an XP penalty, because since you have less weapons and trinkets, you will also max out really quickly.
Right.
But it's not in 2 players. It only starts with 3 and 4 players.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that
I
is,
can
for example,
I can still choose.
yes, yeah, you still have to choose because you could be revived, and then
Yep.
you should still be at the same. There.
Here I am.
Where are you? I
There.
cannot
The grave,
see
the
you.
grave.
Left.
The grave to
Oh,
the
the
left.
grave.
Yeah. You have something pointing to my grave.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! This is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, good.
Nice. Nice use of the black hole.
I'm not
Yeah, that
used
will be
not
tough.
having like the melee thing. Oh no. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean-
speaking like this was what I was talking. I think on the backstage, I was saying that I'm not very good in talking and playing at the same
And-
time. I'm
yeah.
going to die.
No, it's
Oh.
fine.
No.
It's
I
not.
died.
Nearly fine. Yeah, I mean, that was something because last week we launched the game into early access, and that was something that we started to directly with multiple patches also adjust, balancing, especially the multiplayer scaling, because you just asked about it, to make sure it's it's fun, it's manageable, and it's not harder or easier than single player is quite a challenge. So
Yeah, very challenging.
yeah, especially because people of different skills, the playing skills, also have different expectations to Survivor games. So we're working on that still.
Yeah. Now, regarding the characters, we're back on the menu, right? But regarding the characters, tell me a little bit about creating those. How much of the design, the little story of the characters, how much of it was based on the kind of gameplay that you wish to have?
So this is a really interesting case because we have this existing IP, Roll Revolt, right? We used to make this game called Roll Revolt 2 a long time ago, and so this is based in the Roll Revolt universe, and all those units in some form or other existed already in the Roll Revolt game. So we basically went through the game and looked really hard what kind of characters would be a really good fit for a Survivors. Like, first of all, just from the style, just what they look like, if they are well known, and so on. And from there, we went to design the abilities and basically picked something that is both fitting to the character, for example, the Black Hole for Adyssa, because she's like a dragon cultist and kind of uses magic, but also making sure that the ability is fun and makes sense in a Survivors game. So basically we had this top-down approach from starting with these characters from Royal Revolt and then making sure we have abilities that fit to them and also abilities that are useful.
Yeah. And so as the setting or the backstory of the game is that the world of Royal Revolt gets corrupted by a universal evil that turns all the creatures against each other and creates chaos, and the evil spreads throughout the whole world. The idea is that these characters that you can play, the warriors, that they are bound together by this extreme situation. So we even were able to pull villains from the world together with heroes, and they come together sort of like an Avengers group of the strongest warriors of the realm, which is also a fun twist on, for example, what we don't see him here, but there's Umberto, who is a villain from another game.
A pirate ninja.
Yeah, a pirate ninja, actually. It's very video gamey. Yeah, so, and we, like Dave said, we tried to figure out which character would fit the gameplay abilities that we need. So yeah, it's a mix of both lore and gameplay merging together from this universe.
That is something very cool. Regarding the mobs themselves that have been appearing, so they have a pattern. At least in this place, they do have a pattern. So, and they start spawning in a certain order.
Yeah.
So these were also characters that were on your previous IP?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a mix of enemies and other pet characters, and also some pretty newly created ones. Yeah. Or we have the bosses that are also were not appearing as bosses before in other games. So.
It's sort of like a best of dream match, kind of, right? Yeah. I mean, we take characters from all kinds of points of Royal Revolt 2. I think a Royal Revolt 2 player playing this game might raise their eyebrow here and there for our boss choices. Yeah. But it's sort of like an Easter egg kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
If you know where it's from, all the better. Yeah.
Yeah, that is something very, very cool. And yes, so you are nominated for the most fun game. So congratulations on
Thank you very much.
How do you make sure? So what's your? I don't know if you can share your secrets on that, but how do you make sure that this is a fun experience? Is it something that you yourselves?
So first disclaimer, we cannot make sure it is a fun experience. We made enough games to understand that this is the hardest part about it. Actually, what we tried this time with this game was to really play it every day.
Yeah.
It's like a no-brainer statement that also we before often made or heard, but this time we really tried to follow up on it. So from I would say after 2 weeks or maximum 4 weeks of production start, we had a very rough prototypey mechanic of you can walk around and there are just gray box bubbles that move as enemies.
What was also unique in production was that we always had a playable, polished, non-bugged version, basically, and that was a novelty for us, and it really helped in balancing the game.
That's what I meant. Like we made it a rule basically that every day at 12 o'clock we need to be able to play it. So it needs to be startable. It will be played by the team. So that forced us to try to rather, I mean, polish is not always the right word, but try to rather polish it than to leave open construction sites inside the game.
Okay.
That was the first time actually in my 18 years of game development that this worked. So it's not easy to do that, but we forced ourselves to order or to prioritize this the highest. It needs to be playable at all times. It needs to be shippable always in 4 weeks was a rule that we tried to set ourselves.
Okay.
And I think this time, luckily, it worked out. I mean, we have tried before and also not always achieved this. So it's not that we are that we own the holy grail of knowing how to make a game fun. But this simple rule helped us this time. And Dave basically rebalanced the game every week. So it's in the current state, it is fun. With the current features, it is fun. Now we work towards the next version. It needs to be fun, that point. So yeah, I think that way we this time we really were able to keep the focus on that, and that was the only thing that saved us making it really fun. But
But making sure that
secret.
you really have fun while playing this, right?
Yeah.
Because that is something that I think it's important that you make games that you find fun. Of course, maybe it's hard for. Okay, I will just. See, I cannot be talking while playing. I will ignore you for a while, just so I can try to get some HP in the meantime. But as I was saying, sometimes it's very simple to understand. Okay, no, this is fun for us. What about for other people, right? But since you put into so much time of playing the game, and going for your own limits of okay, let's play this every day. Let's go for something that might be working a lot in terms of
What we also did is we didn't always achieve to do it, but we tried to every week once. When we had every day we had the play sessions at 12 o'clock, and every week once on Wednesday we tried to get someone, doesn't matter who, externally to join the play session. So someone who's not working on the game, who's either working in another company, is a friend of ours, or is not even making games, just someone playing the game, and we just watch them play. So we have a little bit of a reality check, and then of course, I mean, we try to have a demo out as soon as possible. So the demo was released in August 24. So just a month after we announced the game and put the Steam page live, we put out the demo and we went to Gamescom, and we had a lot of people play it there, had a lot of feedback. This year we were also at Gamescom. So yeah, we tried to, I mean, it sounds like a standard thing that always people are telling you to do when you're making games, but we really tried to put it out there as soon as possible. We really tried to get feedback, also external opinions, as fast as possible, to have that reality check that you mean for how do we make it fun for other people. And now it's the toughest test. Being in early access, we already see, we're watching people play, we're reading all the reviews, we're reading all the feedback.
It feels like the work has just started, basically.
Yes.
And how do you feel like the reception is being?
I mean, it's great to finally have so many players on it and really play it for a longer time, not only at a trade show or briefly in a stream, but really people playing the game as a full experience and seeing their reactions. I mean, we have very positive rating on Steam, which is great. We have a lot of people in our Discord in the community who are very interested, who are also reporting bugs and making suggestions for new features, which we are already reacting to and which we are incorporating also in our next bigger update. And yeah, it is a great feeling to finally have a broader reception of the game and see your work basically respected, and the reception is super cool, and also seeing people playing it on streams and having fun together or alone is awesome.
Yeah, I definitely didn't went to sleep so late last night because I couldn't stop going, oh, just one more run. Let me just,
nice.
try
That's
another build. And this is saying a lot, I think. Because not only the kind of feeling that the game has, the kind of inputs that you tried also to the kind of detail that you try to have here is something very, very cool.
That is super nice to hear.
Did you die? Okay, you died again.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe you don't need me. You're actually doing better by yourself.
No, it's just because
fact.
you revive a lot with so little HP that it gets.
A little bit of a secret fun fact that I think most people will not notice or know. Once people die, the enemies that keep spawning will be easier. It will treat the game as if it's only one player right now. So the new enemies that will come now are a bit easier, so it's still manageable. Should be manageable for you, hopefully.
Yeah.
Only the ones that are already existing will have the HP for 2 players.
Which I mean, I as a player would expect that.
Yeah.
So otherwise, it would be really.
It's kind of funny. It happened by accident. We didn't plan for it, and then we were pleasantly surprised it's like that, and we didn't even have to change it.
I think I'm going to die again.
Secret.
Yeah. Happy accidents.
We're so sorry.
No, I mean that's the cool thing, because every time you die, you also get the gold that you can spend on.
And the gold is shared, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, shared as in each player gets their own.
Yeah.
Gets it fully. Yeah.
Are you thinking
someone
of
was going to
local
talk.
multiplayer?
It has local multiplayer.
It has local multiplayer,
and you can even mix it. You can play with 2 people on your couch, for example, and play online with others.
Yeah. So you can play up
Even
to
before.
4 people, whatever combination of local and multiplayer and online you want.
That is very cool.
How do you add the local multiplayer? Just like you do.
So in character select, you have to hit on it.
Or here, you see
even,
it there. Press X or square to join on another
If
controller.
you have an extra gamepad, you just press the button.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, the more you know.
Yeah. But we
Okay.
get this question quite often.
Yeah.
Either people understand that it's local multiplayer or online multiplayer, but often people miss that the other option is just available as well. So, yeah.
All right, I'm going back to Odessa
Yeah.
because I really like her. And let's see how this goes. Now, I think we can do it.
Maybe we can also, maybe you can share a bit about the systems that are also unlocked later, because this is just the first map in the demo.
Yeah, true.
So people get an impression of the depth.
Yeah. So like a lot of Survivors likes, we also have weapon evolutions. They're called enchantments here. So if you max out a weapon and have the correct trinket and a couple of books, those also drop after a while, you can go to the Fenari, who is a little fox guy, little fox enchanter, Fennec Enchanter, whatever, and upgrade your weapon, evolve your weapon, and it will become like 3 times more powerful. In addition to that, we also have the blacksmith that you just saw while upgrading basically your character appear on the map, and you can also go to the blacksmith and trade in a couple of books to improve your weapons and make them have, let's say, an upside and a downside. For example, you can make your sword massive, then it gets a lot of increased area, but loses a little bit of attack speed. So yeah, there's certain angles how you can basically improve your weapons further than you would think right now in the demo.
And especially on the blacksmith, you can also add damage types. So
yeah.
you will forge your fire damage on your sword if you want, or ice damage or poison. Then also later, as the map after the next map that gets unlocked is a so-called expedition map, which are endlessly playable maps. And these maps you can, it's not that the countdown is running down, but you just play 20 minutes for one loop.
It's counting up, actually.
It's counting up, yeah. And then the next loop starts with harder enemies, and the next loop starts, and you have random events over the map distributed that could be boss spawns, or could be a loot goblin, or could be a certain event you can trigger where just a hordes of evil enemies come, and then for killing them you can trade in other special upgrades. So there's a different game mode basically, and in that game mode also you farm a currency with which you can unlock special variations of the warriors that you have, that have then different abilities and different passives and different weapons.
Yeah.
So
there is, for example, a winter variation, Winter's Heart Edissa,
Exactly.
which turns her into a cold mancer, more or less, and she gets a blizzard instead of a black hole, and starts with a different weapon that has an ice theme.
with frost staff, so she shoots ice balls that slow down enemies. So there is a lot of depth that unlocks soon after you progress through the first map.
Right.
And the entry into the game in this map is a little bit less complex.
It's very streamlined.
Yeah, in the beginning, and then it gets deeper and harder.
We have a question here on the chat. If
Yes.
Are you adding an option to make the game go faster, especially when you're starting to become overpowered for specific levels?
We just discussed this internally yesterday, so it's definitely on the table. I think it would be a thing we will be adding when we, in general, have done a couple of patches, have added more content. The more content we have, the more need there is for something like that, I think, for players. So
I mean,
it's on the table.
What we currently already have is, of course, the movement speed upgrades that you can pick, and we have the enemy power at the blacksmith that you can increase, so you can make the game already harder.
Yeah, I think just looking at the demo overall, you might get the impression that the game is rather slow-paced. But yeah, first of all, there's a couple of heroes that are very fast, and once you get a couple of movement speed upgrades, the game speed picks up a lot. Yeah.
I think it's for people that wants to grind. That's what I usually do on survival-like games. Like you easily defeat the first level, for example. So it would be good for you to do it faster.
Discussed it yesterday.
I mean, actually, to drop a secret here, there is a development setting that only we as developers have access to.
Don't say that.
Because in testing we need to do this sometimes, because we of course also need to progress through levels and don't have time to wait for 25 minutes.
So technically it's possible.
Technically,
the problem
it's
is
possible.
it currently breaks all the animations.
Exactly.
So
it will make the game very ugly.
So we need to fix that, and then it would exist.
To implement something like this to the quality level that we want to put out there, it's more work than just activating this developer software.
Also some sound problems with that. Now that I think about it,
a myriad of problems are created by this. But anyway.
Is it difficult, the multiplayer side, technically speaking, or did you find it easy to implement?
Sadly,
funny story. I mean, you can tell.
No, I just wanted to say, sadly, we're the wrong people to ask, because
you can tell them about how Yannick just built it and is shrugging about it, and everybody is like, "How the hell did you do that?"
That's. I mean, in the beginning, as I said, it was planned as a local multiplayer game, because I wanted, or as a producer, wanted to leave out the complexity that online multiplayer brings with it. And then at some point, Yannick, who is the guy who needs to implement it, by himself was like, that shouldn't be such a problem. I would love to have it online multiplayer. And then he basically built it in 2 weeks.
We ridiculed him a little bit because when coders say that multiplayer is easy, it's always like, yeah, sure. Like multiplayer is one of the hardest things.
But it was really, it's a great achievement on his side. The only problem that now he's not here, I cannot explain to you how it is done. It's peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
We don't use any servers.
From what I understand, it's actually custom built. It's not using Proton or whatever. He just
it's custom built, but it's using Steam, the Steam backend for that.
Not Proton.
Yeah.
Was he the friend you had that didn't belong to the studio, but was that the punk party? So sorry, guys. This is really.
No. This is insider talk. Yeah. No, it was not the guy. but the guy you mean, he also was programming on it a bit, and he is the guy who would have now be able to explain it to you technically how it is built. So because he knows, but he was not the guy. No.
Okay. This question might have sounded the strangest one for everyone.
Yeah. I just roll with it because, I think we're making some progress here.
I think you're getting better by the runs,
yes.
which is the intended behavior.
Since I made sure that I at least tried to have to give you a ranged attack.
Yeah.
And get some melee attacks myself, and I think this is more
and for
balanced.
me, it was more or less mandatory to have the area increase thingy.
Yeah. So I think.
Check if there's life. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Also fine.
Nice.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, it's
So
always good. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to ask is this 10% damage, so the amulets and everything that doesn't specify the weapon, they actually make all the damage.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. It's applied to all damage that you put out.
But you were going to say something.
Oh, I was just because he said, look if there's health in it. I mean, it's anyway good the strategy to keep moving from barrel to barrels.
It's a trade-off, right? The more you move, the less XP you will get because you kill less.
Yeah.
But the more pickups you will get. So.
Exactly, and the pickups make a pretty powerful difference quite often. And also the health. If you don't have regen, but Monk has regen.
He got the regen ring. Really good item on him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the damage output to be such a big help. Yeah, I'm doing 6 HP damage to the boss.
But I mean, every damage is good damage, right? So
Yeah.
over time,
You got also the buff, of course, from the monk, which adds like, I think it's like 25%.
Yeah, but he's already again in the dangerous zone of if you now.
Ah, well.
Yeah, let it.
But I think we're getting somewhere now.
Yeah, at least he's focusing on you, and I can hit him.
Yeah, I kite. But
with
I'm
the
going to
monks
die.
No, you're not. You're
Gonna
not.
be fine.
You're gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. Yeah.
No.
Oh no, there goes my strategy.
Go back to her. Run through the goblins because you can just eat them with your one
Yeah.
spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Oh, damn.
You
Close.
no!
Oh no! It was a disaster. But it was better. It was better.
But you nearly killed him.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to manage another run.
Really?
Should we go for... Okay, we can go for it
I
since
think
we're
we
dying
didn't get
anyway,
to the
so...
10-minute point.
Yeah, so
Yet.
it's fine.
Now it's personal. Let's go.
No, it's personal. Okay.
Now it's personal, let's go.
I think I want
and-
to play with... yeah,
With the king.
let's go.
You can maybe Dave can also give you some strategic advice on the pickings.
Yes.
That's what he loves to do most.
What? Excuse
Okay,
me.
okay,
Make
go
me sound
ahead
like
and
a smart
backseat
ass.
us. Go ahead
think
and
they can-
backseat us. I think it's a
I
good
can,
idea.
but I mean, they were doing fine.
Yeah, they were doing
Yeah.
fine. I think we were just distracting them.
Yeah.
But,
It's
I mean,
like Rocky,
obviously-
you know? If you're distracted, when you're focused, you're gonna be like a Super Saiyan playing this.
Yeah.
So basics are always weapons. Trying to max the weapons first, obviously. I mean, that's it's always a good idea, and only pick the trinkets, like the items that you really need. Of course, that's not always easy if you get presented a lot of trinkets.
pick all the melee weapons with the melee character and pick all the projectiles with the projectile character, maybe.
True, but only once you have the upgrades that actually give you bonus projectiles melee attack.
Sure.
For now, totally fine to mix and
Because,
match.
You know, the prism is not unlocked.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ah,
Yeah.
I know you go for the scroll because I passively have 12% XP. I think.
I have... Let me check how much.
I don't know.
have
What do you guys say?
31.
So you have 31?
%, yes.
So
yeah, she has 31.
so if she
Picks it, she has 31 because
Yeah.
if you now
Yeah.
move it, you see the state date, but she still has
Yeah.
16.
You can totally pick
Yeah.
it, then I would say you should be the one picking up all the XP then. I mean, King
Yeah,
can
yeah.
totally take the Royal Amulet for bonus damage, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Armor is also useful for the King, because he's at the front lines a lot.
So
So
the
you
Nordic
can all
blade.
pick that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll try to hit and you try to...
Yeah. To pick.
Yes.
By the way, we buffed the dash of the King recently. The dash now deals damage and also stuns enemies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The stun, so when an enemy is stunned, they cannot damage you. That's the reason for the stun. So basically, that way we avoid that your friend actually takes damage when you push the enemies into them.
Yeah, and these little
Dragon Fangs is great on basically on both characters. I would say on the King it's even better because attack speed is very valuable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
And Cultist
I
stuff-
was going for the +1 projectile.
Yes. Yeah. Very powerful. Very important
Yeah,
to get the staff to level 2.
yeah, and with the monk's brew you can just eat all the boars and all the goblins
Yeah.
because they are one shots.
Level 1 Monk's Brew is already enough to just walk over the little enemies.
Yeah.
So just keep on...
Yeah, so as long as there are no bigger enemies than these ones, you can behave like a vacuum cleaner.
I would pick the Cultist staff. Yeah. I would just keep increasing that. Yeah. So Pocket Watch is an interesting item. A lot of people don't really understand how it works, and I think we could do a better job of explaining it. Basically,
Definitely.
projectiles will fly longer because the duration goes up, which means the boomerang, for example, gets more range. The Cultist staff gets more range. The whirling axe will stay on the screen longer, so that would be good for the King. Once you have the boomerang, it's good for Adista. For now,
Okay.
probably I would just take the Cultist staff damage personally.
I never pick up Pocket Watch because I assume it's good only for damage over time when they exist, you know.
Yeah, and that's what Dave means. We have seen this a lot, that people
Yeah.
are asking what is actually attack duration. What does it mean? Especially for the projectiles. That's why he
We
explained it.
don't have an armory yet. We don't have a bestiary yet.
Yeah.
We don't have loading screen tooltips yet that could explain all these things.
Yeah, and the armory bestiary that he just mentioned is our, basically we want to have an in-game encyclopedia, which also someone on the Discord already asked for,
Yeah.
where you can see all the game elements explained a bit more deeper than just saying, you know, it gives plus 10% duration or something.
We also have a question here regarding Steam Deck.
Yeah, it's Steam Deck verified.
Nice.
Runs beautiful on the Steam Deck. It was actually something that we wanted to make sure also from the beginning. So from the beginning on, we always also made Linux builds to test it on the Steam Deck. also to be already preparing that we would like to later port it on Switch, for example, and other consoles, of course. But
There's the boomerang.
yeah,
I think, yeah. I would take
Should
that,
I
so you have
go?
3 weapons. Yeah, I would say yes, 3 weapons. The more weapons, the better.
so we like the Steam Deck as a device ourselves a lot, and we think the game fits very well because it's rather simple in its controls. It's actually also very nicely playable with a controller. So that also comes from the fact that we wanted to have it playable on the Steam Deck from the beginning. And we are very happy that we got the Steam Deck verification through even before early access. Yeah, that's cool. And it also, of course, has Steam Cloud support, so you can play on the Steam Deck and then continue on your PC and continue on the deck again.
Okay. Oh, you picked Ollum and Dragonfangs. Very, very good. So, good choice for the king. For you, I would probably pick Wisdom Scroll or Crit, whatever you want.
I go for
I
Wisdom Scroll because it's almost
yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's more probability of getting cooler stuff this
Yeah.
way. So
Do you guys, when you
faster
play, you
leveling up.
usually go to maxing weapons out as soon as possible?
It depends on what you get. I mean, sometimes it's very important to get the right trinkets that match your weapons. Then I skip some weapon upgrades to make sure I have them, because you cannot guarantee that it will come again. Later on, there are rerolls, of course, so you can, if you don't like what you see, you can reroll. But it really depends on the build. If you, a very basic strategy is just in the beginning, try to get weapon levels that will help you get more XP early.
Yeah, we are also planning to put in banishing items, so exclude them from the pool that you can pick, but we first want to have more choice in the pool. Then it anyway gets more important to have that.
Yeah, we'll soon add more weapons and trinkets.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That's what we're doing now during early access phase is adding a lot of more content, so more warriors with abilities, more weapons, more trinkets,
Maps.
more maps. Yeah, so it gets
more different
broader.
content, more to explore builds.
Yes. Yeah, and more variety when picking.
Yeah.
So.
So I will go for a pocket watch now, maybe.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I think it's so that things stay longer.
Yeah, your boomerang will have more range that way.
And my fireballs as well, so
Yep.
it's kind of cool.
Do you guys usually play with locked aim or unlocked aim? What do you prefer?
Personally, I always aim. I mean, it depends on your weapons, right? Not every weapon can be aimed, but for example, the king can aim the whirling axe and the sword. So for the king, absolutely, I play with aiming. It's just you get such a big edge that way. For those that don't know, for those people that don't know, right-click will show that cursor you see on the screen right now, the circular one, if you play on mouse and keyboard, and that way you can aim. And on controller, you can just use the right stick to aim. Again, many weapons are auto-aim, some are aimed. We don't really tell the player right now which is which, but if you try it out, you'll figure it out.
I mean, in general, we need to do better at communication in these areas, because also a lot of people miss the fact that they can aim. And are just running away, always then back facing the enemies. I'm also always aiming, even if I only have auto-aiming weapons, because I'm just so, I don't know.
Used
now
to
I have
it.
this- yeah, I'm so used to it.
It's also nice if you play a character that has 0 aimed weapons and you can just chill and play with one hand. That's very
true.
nice.
That's true.
Yeah, very, very easy to do that, for example, with Sam, who has the harp, the Gaia harp that's just circling leaves, or even the advisor, who just has the boomerang that has auto aim.
Yep. Oh, let's see if they make it this time.
Should be fine.
It would be such a climax
Yeah.
in the last few minutes. Yeah, the contact damage is quite heavy.
Yeah. Oh.
No, they got split up.
No. God,
Okay, now
Go,
it's
go,
all on
Alyssa,
you.
go, go.
Yeah, let's go.
the king gets fallen.
The king has fallen, yeah.
I can do
Will
this.
evil prevail?
Hey, I'm a
Nice.
Republican, so I'm kind of happy. So maybe add a skin for Republicans where you play with the president instead of the king.
So,
Um,
spoilers, we have a upcoming variation for the king at some point called the Rogue King, who kind of, let's say, went a little bit to the dark side and is not so noble anymore. Maybe that one's for you.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, but in any case, we did better now. I think
Yes.
if we would keep on going and going and going, which is something that I definitely want to do.
Oh,
When I don't have anything else, I mean, work or responsibilities, right?
I'm 61 gold from getting my XP gain to level 4. Almost there.
Close enough.
nice.
But we are running out of time, so I want to ask if there is any last few thoughts, any last words. I mean, something that you want to share with everyone that's watching. Before we say goodbye.
As I already said, we just went into early access last week. We want to thank everyone who already jumped into the community and started helping us to developing the game by just giving us feedback. We read all the criticisms, we read all the ideas, the suggestions, and as a small team like we are actually dependent on a lot of people helping us to find the best balance, to find the best mix of features. And we just want to say we have a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff on the plan right now. So every month we will make one big meaningful update, and we make patches in between, like we did already this week. There's a lot more to come. So yeah.
Thanks a lot for watching.
Thanks, and thanks a lot for giving us this chance to show the game.
No, thank you.
For the game.
Congratulations once
very
again. We are going to have a short break before the next game, but we will be right back for the next showcase, so stay tuned.